because, well, it's not like we have a serious number of bales to bring in here. You will also notice that the manure pit is a little bit more empty than it was last time. And that's because I think I took about 300,000 litres of manure down to the BGA and sold it, and it actually didn't work out. I need to make sure when I'm selling manure I sell it in 50,000 litre chunks, because that's all the BGA will accept in one sitting. But I have no ability to use manure at this point, except in the garden, and obviously I think I've got about 20,000 litres in there, and that's going to last me about 4 years. So I need more gardens, or I just need something else to do with the manure. Throwing it on a field would be a good thing, but really I need to buy it. Oh, yeah. I need what is it? I need a manure truck for that. I don't have one. I just got the silage tank that we bought on sale. I'll get out of your way, shall I? And little yellow car, you're out too. That's the only risk with this field is driving across the road without looking is not the wisest move. Oh, I should also close off the wrapper. Let's drive past and eject the wrapped bales. Is it L or is it B? I don't know. Unload bales. Oh, okay. It's the other random button to press. Okay, that is done. I'm gonna push off a little bit further. Is it worth leaving this here? I think yes. Okay. That's a good decision. I'm going to leave that there because the next thing we get done is the barley and the grass in this field where the the John Deere's parked. So, if we do the barley first, we can wrap that here, and then I can take the wrapper back to the shop, change the wrap back to black, and then we can cut the grass field next month as well. It's just keeping all the logistics straight. Okay, lift that up. Nobody coming. Whee! Okay, need to get the mower. Because that field is now technically clear except for the Massey Ferguson. And so as soon as I've got this mulching that field, I can just pull the Massey out and go and bale up the other straw. Okay. That's all good and done. Yeah. So using the left mouse button and moving the mouse around, I can reposition that spike, get into a position where I can see it from the side. I can alter the tip angle and I can raise and lower it. It doesn't have much of a raise, so you kind of need to make sure it's a little bit down and flat when you reverse into the bale, so that you have the opportunity to lift it and tip it up as well to make the bale more secure. But it does allow you to bring a second bale in if you're running a spike on the front as well. I don't know where my front bale spike. Oh, I can see it. It's also a cheap and easy way of not having to have a rear weight. Just stick that thing on the back, stick a bale on it, and then you can pick up heavy stuff with the loader arms. Not that this tractor has too many issues with heavy weights on loader arms, because it's a medium-sized tractor. It's got a decent weight behind it. I haven't found any reason to put a weight on the back of this tractor since I'm using a single spike. Using a double spike, I find double spikes annoying because it's difficult to position a bale on a trailer like that because you have to offset it. So I just don't bother. Since the mod single spike came out, basically the same one we use on the telehandler, not the telehandler, the skid steer. You can have front loader, skid steer and telehandler attachers on it, and it just makes things so much easier when you're dealing with round bales. Square bales, not so much. The other option would be to use one of those hydraulic bale grabbers. Okay, let us reset this, that there. It's in good condition. Customize. Mulch, yes. Customize, yes. Yes. Back. And then we can go jump in the tractor. Where did the tractor go? Reattach the mower. Okay, so this will improve the yield for the lower half of this field by a little bit. I still need a roller. And I think we've got the tractors now that we could actually... That was not the button I wanted to push. We've got the tractor horsepower that we can actually start buying a lot of very useful equipment. Although still predominantly I'm going to look for equipment coming up in sales. It just makes more sense. Okay, I'm going to lift the arms way up because there's no trees along the bottom there, so put that there, and I should just be able to kick that off on a worker. And there we go, mulchiness. Let's go find the Massey Ferguson. And I can leave the Deutz running now. It's not a big deal. Well, we get on with the intensely manual task of baling up the straw and then collecting it. It's a little bit tight through there. That's going to make coming through with that thing a little more interesting. Anyway, unfortunately, again, back to another session of baling, although I guess there was a lot yesterday too. And we already have a straw selected as the bale output. So yeah, I think probably for the next couple of seasons, we're probably, unless equipment comes up in store sales, our extra money can be all put to buying fields, which allows the farm to expand more and makes more income for next year. But I don't think we're hard pressed. I mean, our harvester's not tiny, but it's not exactly a supersized harvester. So it's adequate for, I mean, what did I say? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, got about 5 arable fields, and some of those we're mowing, so the harvester's not getting a big outing every time we run it each year. But yeah, if we can buy 4 or 5 new fields, then that's going to increase our crop yield every year, our income every year, and eventually we're going to be looking at getting to the point where the equipment we have just isn't big enough to do the jobs we need. Keep running, keep running, keep on running. Yes. A reasonable recovery. Uh-oh, and the bale's running. It's the only problem with blasting out and trying to get somewhere else with a bale that's in the process of dropping. It tends to drop and move as it comes out, so that bale is going to end up probably in our way at some point, not too far along. I keep forgetting, the balers now have bale counters, which is why I know I did 102 hay bales yesterday. And it has 2 counters. So if we come on, down at the bottom I've done 669 and 670 and 670. I can reset that counter on the left using a button somewhere. I just don't know what the button is, so I haven't bothered resetting it. But it could give me an easier way to reference, okay, how much straw have we created, how much stuff have we created by resetting that counter each time. Obviously the issue then is I have to remember to reset it every time we change bale type. Okay. I'm moseying along here quite well. Oh, it's 11 o'clock already, so I need a consult, so I'll be back.
I missed a call, so I don't know if she was.
Okay, sorry about that. Just getting an update from Mrs. Osa about expected time of her nurse arrival. We don't know. She did call earlier, but we missed the call, so We don't know whether she was re-estimating her arrival time or just saying it's lousy weather out there and I'm not going anywhere today. So for now we will continue with baling straw. This is indeed straw and the baler's beeping already. Oh, hang on, that'll be the
She just had to switch things around. She'll be here in about 10
Okay,
minutes.
yes. Okay, so update. Nursey will be here in 10 minutes, so we will continue for a short while longer. But really the rest of probably the next 45 minutes is going to be me driving around this field in a Massey Ferguson, baling up straw. Because that's all we've got to do today. And then obviously I've got to go get the collector and pick up all the little round bales, or big round bales, and take them back to the yard where we've got the current set. Now obviously once the mulching is done, I don't know. This Massey Ferguson has a big enough engine. It's a 125. I need to put a null zone on my accelerator pedal because it's crawling sometimes. Yeah, sorry, I can... The Massey Ferguson is just big enough to run the bale shredder, so I can put the bale shredder next to the cowshed, hitch to the Massey Ferguson and just turn it on and dunk bales in there with the skid steer. I think it's probably got the reach. If it doesn't, it's another strong call to say, you know what, probably need a telehandler sooner rather than later. I should download the Merlot because that is quite functional as a farm vehicle. I'll keep the skid steer. It was cheap, on sale. It's not worth anything, so yeah, it's not like, hey, I need to sell this to be able to afford something else. We're just, yeah, we're making more money with silage. And stuff. It's, yeah. Come on, push, 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 out of the way, coming through, yeah. Okay. Try and hitch this straw up to, alright. Yeah, that was different, I guess. Okay, picked up most of that. Head back down the row, and just a tiny bit on the edge there, not a problem. I mean, we're definitely making a good amount of straw. I don't need any more straw for feed mix. I mean, we got tons of that. And when compared with the amount of hay we have, it's like, don't even worry about it. Okay, come back around. I'll do the other headland row, but the other thing I wanted to look at was this skid steer is worth 7,000. So, what is it? 8.5 hours, 15 months. So, yeah, quite old, quite not valuable. So really, chances are I'm not going to be short £7,000 anywhere that, you know what, oh, we should sell the skid steer because. And a skid steer is a different piece of equipment from a telehandler. And as I said, it may be quite useful to keep around with a trailer hitch attachment, so I can put a dolly trailer or dolly header trailers away more easily, because they're always a distinct pain in the butt. Oh, keep running, keep running, keep running, keep going. Oh, okay. I guess I'm going straight through here. Looks like I've got a little bit of a headland at the end there, at this end. But after that, we're just looking at straight rows up and down. Which is good. So tomorrow is Christmas Day. Obviously, I'm not streaming Christmas Day because it's also a Sunday. I mean, normally if Christmas Day is on a weekday, Christmas Day is a bonus stream, unless it's Saturday, in which case it's a regular stream. But I don't stream on Sundays, so there is no stream tomorrow. But we get the bonus vacation day at work because Christmas Day is on a weekend on Monday. So there will be another bonus stream on Monday. We will probably be mostly concentrating on field work. Just getting all the stuff that we need to get done. So mulching this field, spreading manure. Yeah, canola, we're going to spread a absolute ton of slurry on both these fields. Slurry I spread manually, I don't use the apply automatically. And we will set the application rate very, very high. Try and get the nitrogen levels to probably about 150. Then we plant the canola, wait for a month. As soon as it pops, we put the sprayer on the back of the black tractor, the Deutz, and use the crop sensors to apply precise levels of nitrogen for the field as needed for canola. But canola is a very nitrogen intensive crop, and so we will we'll be using a lot of our slurry this year on that. And another loop of shame. But that's all to look forward to. We'll have harvesting first day of August. If there is time, we will have planting the canola on the first day of August, although we can go all the way through to the third day of August and not lose out on ready to harvest date. It will be ready to harvest the first date it's ready. So that's a good thing. What else have we got? Yeah, I want a bigger seeder. That's not going to happen. Oh, we've got to transfer all of the grains over, or all of the cereals over to the grain mill. Again, not a problem. I will probably do that on the day we sell the perishables, which is typically day 3 of any month. I'll sell the tomatoes, the butter, stop wandering. The butter, the bread, all the things and all the stuff. We just sell all of those one day a month, but you know, we have a restriction of they must be sold. You can't leave them lying around every month. So what's produced in a month is sold in a month. It doesn't, you know, I could go out and sell them all today, except there's very little in the spawn points at the moment. And then the following month I could sell them on the third day of the month, which means there's going to be a bumper load to transfer. But typically I'm doing it on the third day of the month. We're allowed to do contracts 1 day a month, so I tend to spread things out as we go, but yeah. Oh, and another loop of shame. Dropped it. It's just, you know, it's just trying to keep the farm turning over and not totally biasing things by just doing as many contracts as we can, as many days of the month as we can. Because, you know, if I did that, we could have $1 million or $1 million or pounds every month and own the map almost in no time. So it's an artificial limitation to make it a little bit harder. I mean, the other harder bit is we are in hard mode, so the value of stuff is a lot lower than it could be. But I think we're doing okay. Yeah. 5 arable fields, 1 grass field, and a pasture for the cows. Oh, and another loop of shame because not paying attention again. No. Oh, don't do that. Oh, you did. That's just not cricket. Oh, well. That should work. And that's one of the reasons I carry a front loader arms on the front, even if I haven't got the spike. Spike can make it tricky because it's difficult to nudge things out of the way because they just get stuck on the spike. But the arms can be used as a bit of a nudge tool. Okay, well done. OCD Farmer says, gotta get them all. I may have to do a lateral cross here. And that looks like mercy. So I guess we will call it good for today. We have a little bit more straw to collect. There will be a gathering of the straw bales with the John Deere. But for now, I'm going to wish you all a Merry Christmas. And if you're not working on Monday, I'll see you on Monday. But for now, I'm out of here. Have fun, everybody.